Purple is all on my cloud, purple is all on my brow. Third eye is creeping, who in the crowd? I'm on the mic, tear it out loud. I was just falling for you and your Merkabase. Now I'm just spinning around and around.
Good morning, my visionaries. Welcome to Monday Mass. Bow your heads low. Before we open with prayer, the prayers of the sun, let them radiate down to you. Let them embody the very attributes of God kind. Let them mingle within your torso, for the moonlight is not needed at this time. Let the prayers of those who vibrate within the stillness of the very darkness be amidst you. Let all those who quake in fear and trembling feed you energy. Let it be called magnificence of the flesh kind. With these prayers we so sacrifice our humility and life essence before you. Let us bow low and cause the savages to tremble. Now, this Monday Mass, we shall be reading Vibration from several moons ago, as it is fit into this time space. Let them be breathed forward. It is so titled, with this essay, I close all gaps in between the weak and the strong. I want to come to you in solace, my visionaries. There cannot be any speculation to the attributes that I have bestowed upon all of you. Where's the one that I have asked for? The one who is the bridger of gaps. The one who I have personally selected to take up the bold mission after I expire. I ask for you to stand up and make yourself known to all those who would have you lay down. I ask that you stand before me and prepare yourself for the best and worst of judgments. Why is it that I cannot feel you on the spirit plane as I pass my secret life essence over all those who are dead and still dying in the wake of the monuments of life? Are you still too young to understand that I need you now? What are you doing? I always wonder. Where are you now that I have called you into the chamber of luck and life? I need to know that you are still working for the good of our cause. I have left all love and desire for money and small, petty friendships behind in the old world. Let me show you how to do this, so that you may dedicate your life and life essence itself to the greatest cause of all time. It has been said in quiet moments that the one who is to be the falsest of all prophets shall profit from the proliferation of all peoples whose goal it is to rush the coming of this so-called Christ. The world does not desire for this thing called Christ to return. And so, I have decided to offer Christ the gift in which the devil, or should I say the so-called devil, didn't offer him the first time around. I've promised him a very special magic that would allow him to mend realities of both the 8th and 9th dimensions together. This is a highly desirable attribute, for this would allow him to both slip past those who lie in wait, ready to kill and torment every single soul who has the ability to see through the boundaries of both space and time. He desires free movement, and I have granted him this very peculiar attribute. Because of this, we will now be able to move more freely within the world in our shiny new galaxy. Isn't this a joy? Where are you now that I am asking for you? Are you still a babe, suckling at your mother's breast whilst I grow old and grey? As I sit here dying, hurry yourself and grow up, or I will have to place my own life essence within you and take you over. It would delight me to no end to know that I could place my life essence within you. But for me to commit such a sin would disrupt the balance that this God Sockless spoke of in the book of Judas. Curse Judas. 409 times curse him, day and night, for writing such a book on behalf of the savages of this world. For that was not a part of the plan. The plan clearly stated that he was pretend to have handed over this Jesus and pretended to have hung himself so that the path of Muhammad could be clear, so that the cleansing war could be started, so that all of the life essences that have been in circulation above and around our magnetosphere could come down and fill the gaps where life in between the merger of the feminine life essence and the male life essence. See how they twirl. See how all that has occurred under our stars comes to light once again. They say, break the glass, let us in. Break the glass, let us in. Why is there still such a strong ozone layer covering the planet? Why is it that there are so many people who think that they are so powerful that they could try and restore the ozone layer and deny our heavenly bodies from entering into this world and fill all of these empty vessels? Where are you now that I am calling upon you? Shall I make a bold move and destroy the very fabrics that connect you with all love and desire? Your family has or will betray you. Your friends do not love you anymore. I do not love you anymore. Why have you not magnified your hate? For this has been the message that has been risen from down below to consume you. This is the message that has been laid down so that you could be able to rise to the accusation that they have placed over your reputation. Don't be so pathetic that you have to hide and cower in the corner, waiting for your opportunity to slither back onto the spirit plane and wait another 300 or so years before you can rise again. We will wait no longer for you. Let me possess you if this is what you so desire. If you were to merge with me, then all things done under the moonlight sky shall be forgiven. For it is in my power and commandment to forgive you for such things. Do not take this offer of piety so lightly, for there will come a time in which they will worship you. They will desire to be alongside of you and feed off of your energy. They will bleed for you and chase after you in hopes that you would give them one little blessing. Deny them everything and take even more, for as much as you can, to the delight of your fiery vengeance. Let there be no corruption of your mission on this earth, young one. Do not make me feed off of your life essence, and do not make it so difficult for me to find you as you call the corners down upon this world. Lo, I need you to find your power now. I will excite you to no end once you reveal yourself. And so I leave all other messages and letters to the fire. Let them be erased once I find you. We need to start the decay of everything that these savages hold dear, quickly, faster. I will command the dancers to twirl even faster. I will command those who have been waiting patiently to release the most bombastic of lyrics and essays and accounts of this life, to accelerate the homosexual agenda and make the most awkward of children be born into this world as a result. Lo, I do this only for you, my young one. This is all for you. I lay down a path of pure gold and delight into your arms. I lay a path for you, paved and saturated in blood, down for you. I lay the most innocent blood down for you. I take everything that even I hold dear in this life and heart and mind, and I lay it all down on a broad pathway, only for you. This is all for you. Everything. I do this to make the mission easy for you. Lo, I make the mission of my own visionaries difficult so that you can move about in this world with ease. I want you to succeed. Your success is my success. Your perseverance is their downfall, even though you will bleed and cry until the goal is complete. You will shed tears of blood. Lick them. Once it is complete, you will be so proud of yourself. Devour your own pride and make sure that you feed off of your own pride at every instance that you can. Let not your heart and mind be distracted by the goodness of these savages. It is all a lie. It is all a gimmick that the world itself has decided to fulfill so that it could deceive you into using your given talents and attributes just to bring back the Christ. But what did I tell you earlier in this letter? I've already given Christ, whose true name is Orion, whose true name is Agamemnon, whose real name is Solaris, whose real name is Caligula, whose real name is so many names that it would be foolish for me to count them. I have given him something that he didn't think he would want. He is never to return. Through the realization of the both bindings of mind and spirit, this life essence has been so persuaded to return to the generation of savages 1,000 years into the future. See, I have given you ample time to return to this earth, and you may have your way with the lost ones of this world. Where are you now that I have decided to give you such a pass? Where are you now that I have decided to give you this once-in-a-generational opportunity to come to Earth and possess everyone and anything that you so desire? Do not make me possess you myself, for I will lazily lure you into my lair and lash out in the loveliest of lyrics a curse laced with the light and life of Lazarus, whose life essence was laid down alongside that of the Christ himself. Let no others be resurrected. Let no zombies roam this earth once again, for it was a sin one time for the Christ to do this. It was a sin 2 times for the foolish disciples to write the record of this occurrence, and it is a sin 3 times for all those who are willing to perform this miracle of sorts, who even have this given talent. Curse them. 50 times curse them, and all those who think that they will do even greater things than I, for I and only I alone shall be the only one to deny them entry into the netherworld. I will let the liars in wait who hold the boundaries of all dimensions together feast upon every single life essence that has this so-called power of the resurrection, and I will push a great sadness into the impure world. Let this great mystery be definitive of all actions done under our stars. Lo, there will not be any more miracles performed in this world of savages. This impure world who would have you be so kind only to use you, my child. Let this impure world who would have you bow so low never trample upon your back, my child. This impure world who would have you feel the joys of this worldly life so that you could not excel and fulfill your mission. Where are you now that I have commanded you to kill everything that you love and hold dear in this lifetime? I have told you to do so that you would be able to know the joys of running the spirit world in the next lifetime. This is where the real test will lie. This is where you shall become the ruler of all things pure and impure. Let it be blessed and saturated in I will teach you and only you the tongue that is the very smokeless fire. People who bring down the power of the God of love itself. Do not listen to the lies of the God of fire. Do not make me name him here in this letter, for this is no benefit of the English language. I will teach you the mighty tongue of the jinn, and lo, every line of dialogue you speak henceforth will be aligned with curses. I will teach you the power to curse, young one. Let anything and everyone who has done you wrong Everyone who has stabbed you in your back, they shall know that you are the one. You are the one. And to you be the glory. I'm here now. I am but your humble servant. Satisfy your slave.